Buddy, welcome back to the channel. My ugly face is too close to the thing, I think. Welcome back to Crypt Door. I see I've got some people in attendance. I've said hi to a lot of you already in the chat. Hello to everybody who is here today. We were talking in the chat real quick, and looks like we got Sue, Rebecca, Greg, Nana, Kathy, Cemetery Man, Sound Off, Linda Ball, what is up, Linda Ball? Regina Duncan, how you doing, Regina? Gregory's here. Nana D is here. Crystal Logan is here. Sound off, guys. Come on. Liz. Hi, Liz. Shirley Valentine. What is going on? Oh, John. John, in honor of you, brother, I got my Dole shirt on. I know it's a little wrinkled. Oh, well, shit happens in life. But I am doing great, guys. I am doing awesome. I am doing great. I'm doing spiffy. I've said hi to a lot of you in the chat already. Brenda, what is up? Sean Thompson, SR. What is up? What is going on? What is going down? What is going around, guys? Glad a lot of you guys could show up for this. It's Kathy Myers. What is up? Interesting topic. I have been coming across here and there. I've been coming across this topic of I've heard it worded two different ways. I've heard it worded as extreme embalming, or I've also heard it referred to as funeral posing. And it's I guess a new thing that's starting to catch on now. I've been finding more and more things on the internet about it, where the body of a deceased person is prepared in a way and posed to look as though they were, look as though they did when they were alive. They were still alive. I have seen pictures on like Google of this type of new service. I don't know how new it is. It's been around for a minute. I've been hearing about this for a minute now, where the deceased can be posed in different positions, like I said, as if they were still alive. I have seen pictures of people posed on a motorcycle. I have seen pictures of people posed like sitting at a table with playing cards in their hand, as if they were playing cards, like things in life the person enjoyed, I guess. That's how they are being posed. I've seen pictures of people posed to look like they were sitting in a gaming chair and playing video games. And it says, I have a few notes here on the thing, and even in the standing up position. I'm sorry, I forgot that. I've seen pictures of people in the standing up position, and even pictures of people that were like sitting in a chair with their eyes open, or what appeared to be open eyes. And the notes I have here, what I was reading, it says the bodies are usually given a day or two before they are given a traditional burial. So for what I am reading, and I'm not an expert here, I'm not a funeral director here, this is just what I'm reading in the notes that I've taken, that this sort of thing is kind of meant to replace like an open casket service. And I guess after a day or two, I guess they are given the traditional, casketed burial. And for what I'm reading here, there's like different formulas of embalming fluid used. I guess the hands, they say the hands get injected with formaldehyde. I guess, I'm not an expert on all the chemicals or anything, like that. But I guess injecting formaldehyde into the hands my guess, may enable them to pose the hands easier for I guess, movement. That's my guess. I'm not an expert on formaldehydes and embalming fluids. This is just what I'm reading. And this is the part that kind of is like a little different. I guess there is a pipe inserted into the deceased to maintain like head and neck position. So I guess if they want to have a head movement like a certain way, the pipe probably is used for people who are in like the standing position to keep them upright. But it's used to keep the head and neck in position as well. So a pipe is put up through the deceased's body for them to be able to be posed in certain positions. And from what I'm understanding, this is caught on predominantly like in Puerto Rico. I heard in places like Puerto Rico, this is caught on and it is fairly common. And here, more closer to home, it is actually kind of becoming a thing in New Orleans, in Louisiana. In New Orleans, this is becoming a thing too. And Irish Eye says they do this a lot in Asia. Everything I read was Puerto Rico or New Orleans. So you said they do this in Asia as well. Shirley Valentine, my mom's funeral is on Friday. I went to see her today. She is embalmed as she passed away 2 weeks ago. The thought of her being posed is not... Yeah, I'm sorry. For one, Shirley, I'm sorry to hear that. My condolences. For two, yeah, I get it, you know. But I don't know how you guys feel about this. My thoughts on this are kind of a two-parter. For one, it's not my thing. It wouldn't be my thing. That wouldn't be like my last wish. And I don't think anybody in my family would want that as a last wish either. But on the second part, I am not gonna actually, judge anybody who does this. So for one, it's not my thing. Two, I'm not gonna judge anybody who does this sort of thing. So, those are just my thoughts on it. Let's see. Bob. What's up, Bob? I've seen a slumber bed that some funeral homes are used, which is a wooden table with a padded leather vinyl top where they display the deceased and then they are cremated after viewing. I've heard of things like that too. I've seen things like that too. Yeah, the pipe thing, Susan, yeah, I get it, it's different, it sounds expensive. Rebecca, I was reading, this is what I was reading, that it starts at $2,500, but that's just probably to have them posed. I would assume the rest, the rest of the service would cost also, different aspects of the service would cost. But I heard this sort of thing starts at $2,500. Ruth, I am doing great. Thank you so much. Forgive me if I'm not seeing comments. I know the chat is moving really quickly right now. So, forgive me if I didn't get your comment. Like I said, there's a few people in here and it's moving kind of fast on me. So I'm trying to answer stuff as I'm seeing it. They disinter the dead after 10 years and give them fresh clothes and party with them. I've heard of things like that too. Yes, the way I roll. I've heard of different things. So Kathy Meyer, such a money racket, pretty much like everything else. Yeah, but like I said, I'm not going to judge anybody who that is their last wish, or anybody of family members who that would be their wishes for their loved one. I don't judge anybody. It's not my thing. My thoughts are, it's not my thing, but I'm not going to judge anybody either, But yeah, it's just something that I've been hearing, little rumblings about for the last few years now. And I'm seeing it more and more now. What's going on, Wendy? How you doing? How do they get them? Irish Eyes, I would assume maybe they could take the pole, like take the pole out and put them in the casket, or if it just goes in the casket with them. I have no idea. But it is very interesting. It's something, like I said, I'm not an expert on. This is just stuff that I'm reading. I'm sure, a funeral director could probably give you a better scope of how it goes down, and after they're done with the positioning, if the pole comes out, if it stays in, I don't know, but I just found this it was different. It's fascinating to see the different positions people are put into. It's different for sure. To say the least, it's very different. A different way to remember somebody. Posed to look like they were still with us. I think we need to be sensitive with what people wish, but I don't think I'd go to the visitation. I'd have bad dreams. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to go to a visitation like that either, tell you the truth. I know the African American lady with the cards, her daughters were very pleased, said it was just so her and me supposed. Yeah, it's usually, when you're posed, it's usually in a way that, something you enjoyed. Like that lady enjoyed playing cards and drinking beer, because I think she had a beer next to her too. So she enjoyed playing cards and drinking beer and sitting at a table with everybody. So like I said, it's like different ways to remember people, and usually the way they are remembered for this type of service is a reflection of what they did in their life, how they liked their life, all that kind of stuff, and it's something that seems to be catching on here and there. Like I said, it's really big in Puerto Rico and in New Orleans, Louisiana. So yeah. Who died? She worked at a market stall, so when she died, they put her sitting at a table, and she was, yeah, that picture, probably Irish Eyes, and it's probably one of the most circulated pictures is of that lady. I've seen that picture a lot. I've seen picture of people. What's going on, Anthony? I've seen pictures of people that were dressed up like in a Green Lantern. This one guy was, I guess, was a comic book fan, and he was dressed like Green Lantern. I've seen people posed on motorcycles. I've seen people posed just sitting in a chair with their eyes open. I've seen people playing cards or, standing in a corner. I saw a picture of this one guy. He must have been some kind of boxer, because he had his boxing stuff on, his robe and his hood, and he was standing in a standing position. It was very, very unique, My husband said he was going to have me stuffed. Should do that before get a hold of exactly, huh? So yeah, different, a different thing that's catching on, different funeral tradition. But that is very interesting. Now, by the show of yes or no, who here would be for this, or let me know if it's not your thing or it wouldn't be your thing. As we're just covered this pretty extensively. The way I roll, I have not seen that one yet, but I will look at that. It was just something different to talk about today, and I kind of came across another article on it today, so I just decided to do a live stream really quick. Montcalm Horror, what is up? So that Sean says no, Wendy says yes, Maureen says no, Regina says yes, Shirley Valentine says no, Linda Ball says no, no, SR, okay. Okay, so Ruth would be okay with it. I don't think John would be okay with it either. Nana is not okay with it. Yeah, like I said, it's not my thing, but I would never judge anybody for it, So Stella said, yeah, Stella would be okay with it. Okay. What has happened in Montcalm Horror? How you doing, my brother? How you doing? You look bad enough already, huh, John? Well, Ruth is okay with it. Okay. John P., what has happened, brother? The thing that's catching on right now, Montcalm, is funeral posing. Instead of having a traditional open casket, people are posed in positions to look lifelike for their service before they are put into a casket. Okay, now with a show of hands, again, how many people would go to a service where this was going to be the service? Who would go? Back in the day, Linda, now that I'm almost 72, voice is not strong. Oh, high point. Oh, all right. You're talking to Linda Maureen. I'm sorry. So Ruth would go to a service like this. Wendy would go to a service like this. The way I roll, you're getting cremated. Okay. Nana would. SR would. Susan would. Shirley would not go to a service like that. Nope, unless inside me by side Irish Eyes. No, Liz. Yeah. I guess it's different. It's an acquired taste, in a way, I guess, something different that not everybody would In respect, you would, Sean? Yeah. I think in respect, if it's somebody I knew, and that was their last wish, I kind of said before I might not go to something like that, but now that I rethought it, um, out of respect for someone I knew or loved, yeah, I guess I would do. I wouldn't be comfortable with it, but I would do it. Hey, Linda Sue, what is not my thing, but it's okay for everyone else. I'm not judging. Yeah, exactly, Rebecca. Like, my whole point to this live stream is I'm not being judgmental. It's just not, not my thing, You know, different strokes for different folks, That's just usually how it rolls. You wish we could hear Linda Ball? What's up, Billy Jones? How you doing? But yeah, something different, like I said. Ramon, you would not be down for that. I get it, it is different. It is kind of, to some people, I guess it would be creepy. Or, not creepy to me, but to other people would think it's a little scary, and I get it, You're going to be a feedball. Yeah, Penny, you were discussing that. That's also a different, unique way. Oh, hear what Maureen's saying. Okay, I thought I was having audio problems, Linda. You messed with my head for a minute. Death pods. I've heard very little about death pods. Penny, you're doing the pod, right, Penny? I think Penny is doing it. Or which way are you going, Penny? Oh, is the pods the in the ground? Because I think Penny is doing the if I can remember correctly, Penny was doing the reef thing. But yeah, it's different. It is different. Easy to do, but no, I wasn't. All right. Have any thought of how I'd want my funeral? Well, it's something that people should give thought to, because you never know. No matter how old or how young you are, it's always something you should at least give your loved ones an idea of. Penny, you're in the ocean. So you were doing so the pods is in the ground. It's just not a casket. Am I correct in this for the ones that were doing this? Linda Sue, when Cremash is buried at my family cemetery, second choice would be a green burial. Yeah, a lot of people are leaning towards the green burials, Mine is no service. The kids will have a party. Well, there you go, Kathy. That's what a lot of people do as well. It's different though, Tony, but definitely not for me. Yeah, John, it's nothing for me, but I'm not judging nobody. Oh, my ashes in the sea. Okay, Ruth. Yeah, I want to be cremated myself. I don't know about put out to sea or anything, but definitely cremated. We have a family prayers. Drop me into the hole. Exactly. Tony, yes, you turned into a tree. Okay, that's the one. That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't positive. I've heard about different things. I want to be sent off to the Vikings. Sean Thompson. There you go. That's different. Yep. Green burial. Who here is considered a green burial? There seems to be a lot of people who are becoming more and more okay with with doing green burials. Some at the ocean and some over my husband's grave. Oh, right on, Kathy. PBS had a good documentary on Saturday night about a green cemetery in Tennessee. Oh, okay. Yeah, but different ways, the different ways you want to be remembered, or can I be buried with you, Tony? Irish eyes. You know what? Let's do it, baby. Let's get it done. Irish eyes. You sweet talker, Betty Crocker, Irish eyes. That's creepy, Irish eyes. Oh. Yes, green, no formaldehyde. Well, that's actually cool. This is how human composting available. There's now human composting available. That's what I hear, John. It's Larkspur at Taylor Hollow. You can Google and watch. Oh, right on. We can get one together. Yes, we can get a bunk bed thing or something. Maybe I don't know. Who knows? He's cheating on Jason. Oh, we all love each other. We all love one another. My daughter's supposed to put my coffee can full of ashes in the passenger seat and go on a chick trip. Right on. Imagine being buried alive. That used to be a real... Yeah, I know. That's what I hear. Being buried alive used to be like a real thing for people. Like my ashes in a time capsule? Okay. Jason could vlog us. Irish Ice. Nice. So, I know some of you have mentioned it in the chat. Throw it out in the chat how you would want your service to go. I know some people already talked about their ashes, but anybody else who didn't mention it, throw it out in the chat how you'd want your service or your remains to be handled. Like I said, I am down just to be cremated, low key, no service. I'm good, you know. Regina Duncan, the mausoleum where my husband is. Right on. SR, one big dysfunctional family. That's pretty much. I'm definitely having my picture on my grave. Yes, I like that. Having the pictures of the stones. Okay, you vlog when you're on the other side. Tell us what it's like. Don't put me in the ground. I can't breathe so good. It just thought of gives me the chills. Exactly, Kathy. I don't like that thought either. Beer tasting, buried on the moon, on a big Irish wake and a gravesite service. Well, right on, Linda. Just at a story on the news, someone found a bottle with ashes in it from Canada. Have not heard of that one yet, the way I roll. No service for me. Told my daughter to have a nice meal with friends and raise a glass. Well, that's awesome. No service, then made into diamonds. Yes, I'm hearing jewelry and stuff like that can be done with like ashes. My sister, I think, is looking into getting something like that done with a little bit of our father's ashes as well. Like some kind of necklace or something. I just want a few hour viewing, some music, and then cremation. The diamond idea, yeah, that's cool. That is cool. There's you know, with the way, you know, with everything today the way it is, there's different ways you could go, you know, you could have your stuff handled the way you can go, your services. Regina, I'm telling you, my name is already on it. That must be a different feeling though, Regina, to have your name already on it. Set off a blaze on a lake. Like, oh, okay, gotcha, Sean. Good night all, off to bed, up in 6 hours. All right, Stella, thank you for coming by. I like diamonds. I can be a diamond. Yes, we can all be a diamond now, you know, if you want to be. Yes, you get ashes put into rings and necklaces. Yeah, like I said, my sister's looking into that for our father's ashes. Or some of them, some of his ashes. I used to flick my cigarette ashes into my grandfather's urn until my grandma, who would be the only urn that is getting... Oh, stop it. Ashes go to the ground free because they belong to the church. Right on. If I was turned into a diamond, my kids would hawk me. God. You get 3 1 carat diamonds out of the average body. Oh, really? Just me and my dog, no service. So yesterday's video, the gentleman that was buried, that died, and his dog died 3 years later. And yesterday's vlog, I thought that was interesting too, that he was buried at the owner's feet. My granddad passed back in 2021 of November, and his funeral was on the 23rd of December. I never went to the funeral as I'm not sure how I would have taken it. That's a little bit of time, huh? There, Dark Blood. Well, I get to see it. He was in his 90s. So why was there so much Dark Blood? Why was there so much time in between him passing and the service? Because that is a little bit of time there. Or was it late November? But that's 23rd of December. That's still kind of some time. I found a group page, Linda, a company in Texas makes mausoleums. They asked me to like the company page. We had a viewing that my mom had ordered for her at 9 at night at a funeral parlor, but very few people came. Instead, they came to the church service at her church. Oh, okay. What has happened to Nancy L? How you doing? Yeah, different, like I said, different, strokes for different folks, What's going on, Regina? Did I not say hi to you yet, Regina? I'm sorry. I thought I did, but I could be losing my mind as well. Yeah, here finally. Well, I appreciate it, Regina. I get it. People have lives. They're busy, that they can't come sometimes. I get it. My nephew would be put in my coffin with me. I have his ashes. Oh, right on, Regina. Duncan. I'm going to be cremated. No viewing, no embalming, a waste of money. Yeah, keep it simple is how I feel. It's okay. Alrighty. I feel that, yeah, keeping it simple is probably the best way to go, So it's less stress on your family, financially and having to plan all this stuff. Definitely, keep it simple for your family. Keep it easy for your family. And then, so, and if you leave them a few dollars, if you're able to leave your family a few bucks, then they don't got to use that on some service that, isn't necessary if that's not your thing, So, anyway, if you guys can do me a favor, I got some people in here. Give me a thumbs up if you can. That would be awesome. Let's let YouTube know that you guys think I'm A-okay. I heard it costs more to create the diamond than it would be worth. The way I roll, when I go, I want to be cremated as well as being buried. It's scary. Yeah. Don't want to be buried or cremated. I want to be out in the open. Susan, Tony, there are 2 Reginas in here. I know. We got Regina. Sometimes we got 2 Reginas, 2 Tonys, 2 or 3 Lisas running around. It's crazy. You're the last of your family, Greg? I had the funeral director put the ashes of all her pets in with her ashes. I'm going to do that too, then bury. Oh, right on, Nancy. I'm great. Oh, I'm not great. You guys are great. Just for being here right now and putting up with me babbling for 27 minutes so far. Thank you, SR. First thing you do, right on. Have my pet's ashes and they will be buried with me. Right on, Liz. It seems like a lot of people, from what I can tell so far, are for cremation, I think Tony means like button. So the thumbs up out here too. I know it, Linda. And I saw the thumbs up in the live chat here. If you could put the thumbs up on the official thumbs up button, that would be awesome. Did you find a new place for your dad and stuff? Yeah, Linda, we have at the cemetery where most of our family is in excuse me, in Hayward, California. We decided on one of the mausoleums where a couple of his sisters are and their husbands. It's a small mausoleum. What we were originally going to do from our dad is we were gonna put him in the big mausoleum, and being that to be cost effective, because what our dad wanted, our dad wouldn't want to spend a whole ton of money on that. We know he wouldn't. He would be like, no. So like the reasonable choice of something that he would have picked was, because the mausoleum is so tall, it would have been really high up. And we chose the smaller mausoleum because the roof is lower. Therefore, all the little niches are lower, so we can actually walk up and walk up and see it, and not have it way at the top of a row. So we're thinking of the smaller mausoleum on the cemetery property where 2 of his sisters are and both of their husbands are. Greg, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much, my brother. This goes into the tank. This helps Crypt Door out, get around from point A to point B when he's filming content for you. He'll be happy with that. Yeah, because it's crazy. I learned something when we were shopping around. We learned something about that. Is if you're picking one that is basically, eye level and below where you can easily walk up, it's expensive. The heart and up is, I guess, fairly cheap. But if you get lower to where you can actually walk up and see it, those things run like 28 grand. Just to have one low enough and convenient enough for you to be able to see through it, because it's a glass front. Where we're putting our dad, it's a glass front one, so we can see inside. So if the convenience of it having it lower is more expensive, and then if you go higher up, it gets cheaper. And our dad would not have paid. We know this for a fact, that our dad would not have paid $28,000 for his final resting place. So we decided on something higher up that was more within the price range he would have paid. And we chose the smaller mausoleum because his spot is going to be roughly the same amount of money. But since the roof is lower, it'll be something we can walk up and see, pretty much eye level. So yeah, it's crazy. I know it's expensive. It's crazy expensive. On this video here, you'll see the thumbs up button, Rebecca, as you're watching the video. I don't know what device you're watching the video on your phone or your computer, but it should be somewhere around the title of the video. Honestly, I've seen many complaints on YouTube. Censor are not allowed to monetize for many channels. Yeah, we had it here for years. Don't remember what it was. Johnny Depp will win. You think so, Irish Eyes? If you want to be mummified, well, you better talk to a certified funeral person for that kind of stuff, if that's even possible. Anyway, well, I enjoyed doing this video today. All right, did I miss some comments here? I might have. You guys are all up in here. There's a lot of people up in here today. A good amount. You think Depp's going to win? Gregory. My friend Gregory. Honestly, I've seen many. Yeah, Linda, I've seen that problem too with certain channels not being able to monetize for certain things. I want to be mummified, then resurrected 1,000 years later. Well, that might cost you a few bucks. I don't know. Depp took the doctor away for the dinner. If you X out the like button behind this chat. Oh, yes. Thank you, Linda. Doc said her crazy. Right on. My mom, back in 2012, after my brother passed unexpectedly, she had her funeral all planned out. Helped me out a lot. I didn't have to pay for anything, and she was cremated, passed away on December 4th. Yes, Regina, our father already had his cremation paid for ahead of time, so we were thankful for that, that we didn't have to plan that. He's had that in place since like 2000, 2001 or something like that, so yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for sitting through this long, drawn-out live stream. We talked about it. We talked about something. We got a few different perspectives on it, and I do appreciate all your input, guys. You guys are awesome, So I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and like I said, if you can hit the like button on the way out, if you already have it, would be awesome. If you guys see fit, share this video, in the appropriate areas of where you think this video would fit, if you could, and as well as the rest of my videos. Thank you for the super chat, all that good stuff. I'll talk to you guys later, and maybe we'll do a live walk sometime soon, because I will probably be doing that soon. All right, guys, thank you so much.